Hello again, whiskey friends. We'll get Kelsey and Darrell in here in just a moment. Thank you all for coming in. We'll say hi to everybody here soon. For tonight, we got first a tasting of Barrel King to kick off the show, and then we've got a little bit of a bracket to show you guys. So let's bring in Kelsey and Darrell. Kelsey first.
What's up, guys? Everybody. Hey, Dara. Hey, guys. It's just coming in. Brett.
Darrell, see you too. Get you in there.
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Top Dog, welcome. Brett, thanks for coming. Hey, Dara. OH. Whoop, whoop.
My man, OH. 4-0, baby.
Welcome, Justin. Shayla.
Shayla Wayla. What's up?
Shayla Wayla.
All right, and Dano. All right, well, welcome, everybody.
Can you grab me a water, please?
So to kick things off, we're going to start out with a Barrel King here. I'm going to pour mine. But if you're not too familiar with Barrel King, these are going to be picks from the Mash and Journey. Kelsey and I got the goat. Darrell's got the Bambino.
The Bambino.
Yeah, Barrel King's a whiskey club that started out here, and let me tell you, they got some choice MGP barrels. It always feels like somebody's got the hot hand when it comes to having the best MGP. And I think that's probably Barrel King right now, based on some of the samples I've had. I would have said it was Nashville Barrel Company not too long ago, but I think Barrel King unseated them.
Yeah, I haven't had
Troy.
a Barrel King yet.
Popham. Popham's in here. Blake.
Mr. Benson.
Hey, Popham.
This needs to be on Instagram.
All right, let's head back.
We'll switch back for you. We'll switch back. Oh, man.
Johnny Five alive. Still waiting on your Barrel King. I've heard that quite a bit, Johnny Five. It's between the shipping issues and shipping people the wrong bottle and then trying to get those bottles back, and we'll see if everyone gives their bottles back that got shipped the wrong one. But the fact that they had to send an apology email to everybody is never a good sign. Right.
Totally agree on that one, Troy.
Did he?
He was cussing about the damn Yankees last night. After back on the stream.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jeff Perkins. All right, I think Blake is taking back his Instagram comment. Like, no, don't go back. I think if I went back, Dana would kill me. So I got to stay here so she'll actually listen.
Is she upstairs listening?
Oh, no, she's got the kiddos tonight. So maybe she's listening in the car.
Gotcha.
Still waiting on yours too, OH. So for the people waiting on them, which one did you get? Did you get the goat or did you get the Bambino? Man, I love this nose.
I love everything about this nose palette. If you couldn't tell, like...
It's a pretty
oh my gosh, you've been crushing yours. You've been sharing, I bet.
Mine's pretty even to yours, Jeff. Maybe a little less.
Shoot, I did a little bit of a deep pour here, so this is like my second time at it, I think.
Yeah, I've revisited. The first time doesn't count. It was like 4 a.m. and it was like a kid on Christmas. I opened it after getting home in the morning, had a little pour, and woke up the next day like, shit, I don't remember if it was really good or not. Revisited it briefly. It was good or really good, then haven't touched it since.
Cheers, JG.
The difference, though, between the two.
So which one are you still leaning towards? You still leaning towards Houdini or this one before we get into it?
Houdini for sure.
Still Houdini?
Yeah.
Is it the fruit?
Think anything's really good. The only bottle that I think that was better than that this year that I've tasted was the Heaven Hill 17 for me. I think that's the only bottle.
It's a great one, man.
But I look at value. Houdini's a lot. Well, actually, I guess Heaven Hill 17 is a lot easier to get than Houdini right now. But in terms of pricing and availability at the time,
yeah, Troy, I'm excited for that as well. You'll have to come on and talk about the cigar and the bourbon too when we get ours. I know I'm going to buy a couple of packs of those cigars, and I was telling Jeff beforehand, we just got a 300 count cigar humidor, so I'm planning on filling that sucker up with a bunch of stuff.
300, huh? Wow. It's a big humidor.
I'm splitting it with a friend. He gets 150, I get 150, so it's a little bit more affordable that way.
I feel like if you would have said 150, cigar humidor, he still would have had the same reaction. He'd probably been like, whoa, that's a big humidor. And then if you had even said 75 cigar, you're splitting it. He'd still been like, whoa.
Well, when you think about cigars, at least from what I've told, that you wanted it at like 75% capacity. So you don't ever want to stuff a cigar humidor with like the max it can do, because you need that circulation and everything going on. So
that makes sense. Welcome, barrel lover. Man, on the nose on this one always smells older than 6 years. I think someone said it was 6.5 at some point, but
I totally agree with you, man. It's and it's oily as all get out, like on the glass too. It's crazy.
I don't know if it shows up, but man. If you look right here, you can see this ring that just forms. But this, for the profile wise, I know Houdini's got the fruit on it, but this one is like the typical MGP profile to me, but then on like steroids.
Yeah, I agree. And it's mine's a little bit less sweet than typical MGP up front. Like, I mean, it's sweet, but it's not like, usually I get a lot of sweeter notes typically. So that I enjoyed that too. What's up, Endo?
Oh yeah, join us, Hendo. It's so good. Oh man.
Everybody in the chat have the Bambino. Like everybody has that goat that you guys have.
Oh, we got it right here.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
Notes are about the same. Honey and graham cracker. Yes, Justin, that's exactly it. Those are my MGP markers right there.
But I'm getting older MGP, man. Like I always kind of revert back to that backbone from Justin's, because that's not like the typical MGP that I'm used to. Like I do get the notes of that honey graham, caramel, some brown sugar, vanilla, but it doesn't smell like stuff that's being distilled now, even at 6 years old, you know.
We aren't patient. We aren't patient, Jason. That's for sure. Especially Darrell, but I mean, you saw Kelsey's too.
Yeah, it's give me a good MGP any day. It's Jeff's fault. I will just say that Jeff's the one that got me on the MGP anyway.
Yeah, Houdini is gone.
Wow, Papa.
Well, not gone, but just about.
Man, just like any other hobby, man. Once you get into it, it accelerates, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy when you get into something and you have multiple friends that get into it as well. You just kind of get so excited about it.
Oh shit!
Bubble gum cigars. Get the candy cigarettes one of these times.
Oh man, I loved those candy cigarettes. Those were so fun.
It's too funny.
There was a whiskey I had on Friday where I called out that note. I was like, man, this tastes like a candy cigarette. Like it just had that like powdered sugar sweetness, but it still reminded me of just childhood.
That's fun.
This is better than I remember.
All right. Todd got the Bambino.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, enjoy vacation, buddy.
Who's on vacay?
Todd Ritter.
Ah. Nice. I wish I was. End of the year is going to be crazy. You guys went back in for a sip?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, filming days. I'll have to get used to those, Dar.
as I remembered, I always told Austin to drink at least 2 drinks before he filmed because he was so much more fun whenever he did his videos when he was a little tipsy.
Yeah. The tipsy ones are funny because he doesn't edit either, man. So it's just like one run, like something bleeps out. It's like, oh, shit. All right. We're still going.
Totally agree, Jay, on that one, man. It's going to be hard to find MGPs like that. I'm looking forward to the other one coming out with the cigars that we were just talking about as well, man.
Oh, yeah, they did pick another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the only one in the same age range category is still going to be this Justin's one.
Yeah, that's was it 8, right?
Yeah, this one was 8, and then I guess that CVG pick we got from Cork and Barrel.
8, yeah.
That was pretty good too. But I think the Houdini and Barrel King are my top 2 when it comes to these 6-7 year MGPs.
Yeah, NBC.
They just have a darker profile to them on both of those compared to the others.
Yeah, these are definitely darker. Like that Nashville, the Houdini is just bright, vibrant, like almost like Redbreast is. You know what I mean? With like just all the fruit forwardness. Still can't believe it's not finished.
Do you get the cherry note in the back of this one, Kelsey?
Oh yeah. The other thing I noticed too on this that I didn't notice as much the first time is that it does have a little bit of a drying note on the finish from the oak, but not like bitter, but it is a little bit drying on my palate. I didn't notice that the first few times I had it.
JG, the keto exercise bourbon diet worked for me pretty well.
I'm just on the bourbon diet. That's all I...
I was Dana in here.
Dara's having a good day. Todd's headed out to the beach. Go scare some crabs for me, buddy.
So Jason said this was actually finished in a Stag Junior 17. One of you guys sent me a sample of Barrel.
No, that's the new one. Because he had that in the spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's the new one that's coming out. It's not either one of these.
Oh, the cigar one?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, it's a multi-barrel blend, but one of the barrels was finished in Stag Junior 17.
Gotcha. Whoever sent me that sample, that was actually pretty damn good.
I think that was Austin. Austin had the original Barrel King and Stag Junior 17 barrels. Yeah.
That was a good bottle.
It was a very good bottle.
Hey, Dustin.
Top shelf.
Cheers, buddy.
Top shelf Dustin.
Black Star, welcome.
And a decent amount of people in here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Everybody likes the YouTube over the IG.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I'm going to keep enjoying this one, but I think we can give everybody a little preview of what's going to come up here.
Nice.
So we'll enjoy this. We also are going to catch up on some samples. So the one thing that Darrell has requested is that at least once a month, we have a sample night. We have a whole shell's worth of samples that have been ignored for too long, so I pulled a few here. So I'm going to be going through. I've got 3 pulled so far. I'm curious what Darrell and Kelsey are going to be going through.
I'm going to go behind him.
I got a Hendo via Pop'em sample of the Peerless Mash and Journey that I've been meaning to get into for quite some time.
Oh, the bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from Darrell, Devil's River, an Irene Kane pick. And then from Shayla, Deanston 12. I'm going to end on a Scotch.
Interesting.
I've never heard of that. What region is that from? Do you know?
Deanston. Oh, you're really stretching my knowledge.
I just never heard of him.
Not sure. Help me out in chat. Deanston.
Shayla, help us out.
What are you going to get into after this, Darrell? Do you know yet?
I don't, but I have a few behind me. I'm just going to probably grab a couple. I may just reach into a box. I think I got one of the 80 counts behind me. I'll reach in and grab a few. But yeah, I had an old Dragon Bones in front of me, but I tried it in Michigan, so I don't want to touch that one since it's not really new to me. I want to get into all new stuff. more here.
Somebody said Deanston is Highland.
Highland.
Yeah.
So Popham, this is a tulip glass. I use it for tasting things that I like really want to get some good notes off the nose. So this is kind of like my special leadoff glass, and then I switch over to the Glens.
You can get it there's some at Wonders of Whiskey. I have some of those as well. They're great. Popham. If you just check out that website, you can get I think they come in pairs. So
I've never actually tried one, Dustin. This will be my first one, but it's a Highland. All right. I'll get that down. You know, there was a time last year where Kelsey, Durrell, and Austin, too, would do a rotation of, you know, every region as we worked our way through scotches. That was pretty fun. But no one ever gave a Deanston.
Nope.
No.
But I got a mint on it. All right, I'm going to keep that out of my mind. All right. Well, as we're... what are you doing, Kelsey?
Oh, Grant. I think this is from Durrell. Is it Grander? 13-year toasted rum?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Dude.
Yeah, I got a bottle of that one back there.
Woodenville Cognac finished at 116. And then the Bardstown Bourbon Company 10-year collab with the rum finished. So
right.
I'm going to try to do the
different.
Do what?
Theme.
Is that the plantation or is that something different?
It's the newest one that they just did, so I don't remember
Okay.
if it was a plantation rum or not.
Yeah, I think it's called Bardstown Plantation. It's like a mix with like the Dick 10-year Tennessee and something else. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm going to save the rum 13-year for last, so I can kind of compare it to the rum finished, and then I'll probably start with a Woodenville in a little bit. But
Man, I don't know, Durrell. I think this beats the Houdini for me pretty steadily.
Ah, God, stop it.
I'm sorry, but I have to agree with Durrell. I think the only thing that beats the Houdini for me is the 17-year Heaven Hill, man.
Oh no,
Dude, yep.
oh no, we're giving people a preview of what's to come here.
Yeah.
So we got a fun little thing that we've been working on, just kind of putting this together. But this was kind of an inspiration here of the whiskey theme, the Whiskey Friends theme. So all three of us have a bunch of bottles that we have been able to procure because of either each other's friendships with other people, being in the same whiskey clubs. And we wanted to do a tournament amongst these bottles. Now, these won't necessarily be our favorite bottles of the year because all three of us have to own them. But I think a lot of these are going to be in our top 5, top 10 of the year.
Yeah.
But wanted to have a little fun with it. And then, if you're watching this, there's actually a chance to email us and then, see if you can predict what the final 4 is going to be and what the winner is going to be. And we'll have a bottle giveaway at the end of this. But we're essentially going to use this bracket, as weeks go on, especially, feeding into Jason here with the Blendageddon tournament. We got our own tournament going on. But just kind of wanted to show you this. So to get in the tournament, all three of us have to actually own the bottle. So as an example, we could not include Barrel King because Kelsey and I both have the goat and Durrell has the Bambino. So we count that as a different bottle. So that was ineligible to enter. And then all these bottles have to have some type of Whiskey Friend story behind it. So I would never get an Elijah Craig barrel pick or a barrel proof anymore without Kelsey's help. I wasn't able to go to the release party to get the ADHD whiskey pick. So friends helped us out there. All three of us ended up getting one of these. 4 other bottles have memories of it. So we've got like a Michter's Rye that we all poured together from the same barrel.
That was fun. That
So-
was a great bottle, too.
Yeah. So each of the bottles in this bracket has some type of story behind it, whether it's the person that helped us get it, a whiskey group, something unites us there. And then ultimately, all three of us had to decide what were the 16 that were going to be in the tournament. So then we went through a process. We actually ranked all the bottles ourselves. Did it blind, so no one knew each other's answers. Did it on our own. And then used the average rank of each of these to help us seed them. I randomized them, East and West brackets, so that the divisions were randomized, and we're just going to do a Sweet 16 style tournament. 8 bottles on one side, 8 bottles on the other. Only one bottle can advance, so we're going to do these head-to-head blind tournaments here, and majority wins. So I think some of these matchups, even though they're blind and we're going to rotate them the best we can, we'll probably know what they are. But in the moment, we got to pick what wins that duel, and whoever gets it, 2 votes out of the 3, whoever gets the majority moves on. And in the end, there can only be one winner. So I'm going to pull this up. I'll go to full screen with this one. But Kelsey, why don't you kind of walk us through some of your top choices here?
So my top choice was the same as Darrell's. We went with the Nashville Mash and Journey Houdini pick. And then the Kelvin 4-Gate was my second. And then on to the Lucky 7, Justin's House of Bourbon. Then down to the 4-Gate 4x4, which Mr. Blake helped us secure. Then I went, the top 5 was the Old Kirk. We'll just do the top 5. Those were my top 5. Old Kirk was the rounding out the top 5 for me.
Yeah. Darrell, how about your top 5?
Pretty similar to what Kelsey said. Number 1, you guys hear me talk about it almost every stream. That lovely Houdini pick by the Mash and Journey. Number 2 for me was that Lucky 7 from Justin's House of Bourbon. That thing is just an absolute banger. 3 coming in, that Kelvin 4 from 4-Gate. They never really do a bad Kelvin. And that was another hitter. 4 for me was the New Riff Malted Cherry Rye, which you don't really hear much talk about. So hopefully that changes. Maybe you guys see a couple bottles every now and then here and there. I think it's definitely worth a pickup. And number 5 rounded out a pick I helped the Mash and Journey do, the 4 Roses pick. That was my top 5.
Yeah, and then my top 5 is a little different. So as you look at this, I think the interesting thing is kind of the difference in the rankings and some of the differences between them. But just to highlight my top 5, the New Riff Malted Cherry, that one's my number 1. That's my number 1 seed. I think that's still in the pole position for my whiskey of the year. That'll probably be the first review I do for the channel as well when I start doing original content here, just to get the word out there. If you go and actually Google that go look for a review on YouTube, you're only going to find one person that's reviewed that in all of YouTube, which is like crazy to me. I think that's a matter of how many bottles there were and the fact that, all of us just keep buying them all. But man, do I love that bottle. But man, I look at that 16 seed from Kelsey and I get awfully nervous at his chances. Then we got the Kelvin 4. That was my favorite before the Sherry came out. The 3 for me, the Lucky 7, the proprietor, the House of Bourbon pick, 14 year. Man, do I love that one. And that one's probably one of the more consistent ones ranked, if you look at that. 4 Roses, Mash and Journey pick. That was love at first sip. And then my last one here is a kind of a wild horse, but it was a Old Kirk that the Turks helped us all get. So that was another amazing bottle. Very pleased about that one. But what gets interesting here as we kind of look at these is when you can see our tastes, like when you put it this way, where we're differentiated in some place. I mean, the Sherry one sticks out, but there are other ones too. And it's never one bottle that is like flowing one way or another. There's sometimes where Kelsey and I are aligned. There's sometimes where Darrell and I are aligned. There's sometimes where Darrell and Kelsey are aligned and I'm way off. So it's definitely made for an interesting thing, but ultimately it adds to this AP poll for our official seating. And you can see the tiers here. And then when we randomized it, here was the west side, here was the east side. So Houdini is going to have a interesting competition when it comes to that 4 Roses, that's for sure.
That sucks.
Kelvin 4 versus that Lucky 7. If everything plays out, we'll see. And then here is this bracket overall that we're going to start filling out.
Jeez.
Now, I'll go back to that screen in a minute, but we're going to make a little game out of it. So if you want to have fun and play around with us, email us at helloagainwhiskeyfriends, got the dots in between the words, at gmail.com. Let us know that if you want to play, we'll send you this bracket here so that you can look at it. Ultimately, we just want people to guess what they think the final four will be and what the winner will be. Maximum points would be 8 points. And if we have a whole bunch of people tied at the end, we'll just do a drawing for a bottle.
Fun times, man.
Yeah. So I'll go back to us. I'll pull that back up later as needed. Let's catch up on chat here. See what people were talking about the entire time I was yapping my mouth.
Top shelf one of a new riff.
Yeah, malted cherry. You're not missing much, buddy. Trust me.
Dustin, I've actually been able to get my hands on more. We should chat.
And then you can be disappointed like I was. Join in with me.
I could get it. Now, the one thing I will say about this one, just a heads up here, but no one talks about it. There is 0 secondary value on it. So if you go fishing, it wouldn't take but $10, $15, $20 more than retail to get you one. At least that's what it's been local. All right. What's all this math stuff? Come on, that wasn't too complicated. Now, I'm sure someone might sign up and they'll be doing standard deviations and all types of predictive analytics on it, maybe, to figure out what's going to go through. But Kelsey's a wild card, man. You never know what Kelsey's going to do. And I might just be all out to go against Houdini just to mess with Darrell. So
We'll see.
Oh, let's see who else is in here. Oh, he's had it at Jeff's house. Okay.
Yeah, Dustin and Bourbon got to drink it over here.
Oh, okay. What do they think of it?
Both of them want bottles of it.
Oh, okay. Says a lot.
All right. Man, that was a good pour. That was a good pour to spend 28 minutes with.
Absolutely.
Man. So yeah, once again, recommend if you have the chance. I know it's limited. I know they got groups going on and only so many groups are getting barrel picks too. But if you see a Barrel King and you like MGP, pick it up. I think it's every sample I've had so far. I guess I'm 3 samples in. One of them was finished in a Stag Junior barrel. Every single one of them has been a hitter.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that one, man. I'm going to pour some Woodinville cognac finished here from the Turks. Get into that a little bit. Geez, that cognac is strong on this. What's interesting is they don't normally, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't say not normally, but I don't think that they do releases other than at distillery that are barrel proof finished.
For which
Woodinville.
I haven't seen a finished one. I think that's a good point. Usually about 100 proof when I see them finished.
116.36. So it's a little.
What finish was it, Kelsey?
Cognac.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, you would love it.
I probably would.
All right. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to do the Peerless.
Oh, that's a good one.
Holy
Thanks to
crap,
him.
what the heck is this?
Hendo sent me that as well, and man, that's such a good pick. Disappointed that everybody didn't get a chance to try it because it was really good. What's up, Cheech?
Cheers, Cheech. I'll toast you here in a second. Well, not with water. I'll toast you properly.
So I am not familiar with this at all, and I don't know how long I've had it. Probably a couple years. It's called I.W. Harper 15 year.
Yeah.
Is it old? Like it smells super dusty.
So it's a 15 year. I wouldn't call it. It's on the shelf. It's in the decanter. It's in a bubble, like a bumpy square decanter.
It's really pretty bottle. Yeah.
86 proof. If I'm
right
top of mind.
It smells like it's from like a dusty. It does like not the age. The 15's not getting me.
You're just
But
getting some dusty notes on it, essentially.
Yeah, dusty funk, a lot of it.
It's been a while since I've had that one. I killed my bottle of that.
It's a bourbon.
Yeah.
Cheech.
Oh, Hendo made a bold statement. The Barrel King's goat kills the Houdini.
Oh yeah, I was getting there. I gotta highlight that and really just see Darrell's reaction. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting to see his eyes.
To each their own.
Definitely some misfits, Eric.
This just reminds me of a straight up like old dusty bourbon.
It's so easy to drink. But it still has lots of flavor for a low proof whiskey, right?
Yeah, I get a lot of vanilla. I don't get too much of the oak at 15 years, which is surprising.
No, you don't. On that one, with what you
I
said.
love the nose. It's just super funky and completely different than just about everything I kind of have on my bar.
So I have been debating the Woodinville picks. I was just talking to Kelsey about this blind squirrel, where I still have probably 3/4 of the first one, Maverick. So I'm like starting to stack up on these Woodinvilles. Like I love trying these craft distillers when we do the picks, and I get like real interested and nerdy, and I love it. But I don't always go back to them, so the levels don't go down. So then I debate as years go on, and we start stacking these picks. Like, do I want to go in? I'll probably buy one. Let's be honest, but. I do think about that now as we start revisiting the same distilleries, and hopefully more people are thinking about that because that actually means the barrel pick will go further than the core group that always buys them.
Yep.
Right.
Gary Frenchie's in here too. Gary, cheers, buddy.
Waiting for
Cheers,
Darrell's reaction to the comment.
No, I've seen that. I said to each their own. It's not well. The funny thing is, I can't really disagree because I've have yet to have that bottle. So there's a chance, Hendo, but I probably highly doubt it for me.
I need to do a side by side this weekend. I'm going to do that and write some notes. See what comes out.
Like these Barrel Kings are just straight like bourbon, like what a bourbon should be, right? That Nashville is not what a bourbon should be, or nor what I think a bourbon would taste like. And that's what does it for me, man. Like I love finished stuff. It tastes like it's finished. It's just so fruit forward, but just different. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say there's a lot of stuff like the Barrel King, but there's a lot of conventional bourbons. And I have yet to taste a non-finished bourbon that tastes like that Nashville. And it's just crazy.
I agree.
That's kind of what just has me leaning towards that. It's fantastic tasting, but it's just different, like super different.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I do like my whiskey like I like my Spinal Tap, though. Turned up to 11. Barrel King flavor's got that for me right now.
Yeah.
I agree, Dustin. I'm interested to hear kind of Darrell's take on it. I guess the 86 proof kind of leans into it. But yeah, the nose is usually really good, but then when you get into the tasting, I wonder what Darrell thinks.
So he was asking me about the
IW Harper.
Yeah, about the Harper here. So 15 years old, came out 78 years ago, comes out annually.
I love the nose on this. I can't really say it falls flat. Like there's some flavor there. I get a lot of vanilla. It kind of reminds me of like Dusty Crown Royal because they're super vanilla forward. You get a little bit of the oak. Those are 10 years versus 15, but it kind of reminds me of that. Like it's not a huge finish by any means, it's 86 proof, but it's tasty, I enjoy drinking it, but it's not something I'm like, oh man, this is a banger, but it's good.
Now, if memory serves, $80-$90.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I bought mine for 75, but that's been about 2 years ago. So,
who is it distilled by? Like a bigger company? Like I don't know anything about them. Is it their own stuff?
And that I do not know off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up to see if it's distilled there. I've got the bottle up in my closet, but it's way on the top shelf.
I think IW Harper's their own thing.
Is
If
it?
someone
I
in
think
chat,
so.
let us know if that's a brand under somebody else's umbrella, but I think that's their own thing. And they have
make
a younger
like a
one too.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have a $30 bottle.
Mm-hmm.
That's as well. That's a gray label too. That's not a bad. I mean, it's just an easy like bottle budget bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Cheers,
pretty-
cool running.
I like that one. That's pretty good.
Lots of love for the Barrel King here.
Top Shelf says that it's a Diego brand.
Diego. Oh, Diego. So that's
Diego, sorry. Yeah.
That's who owns like Blanton's and stuff, right?
Sazerac owns Blanton's. Does
Diego
they own?
Like they're big. Like it's something with Blanton's with them. I'm pretty certain.
Stitzel-Weller, maybe. I think Justin said Stitzel-Weller owns it, which is okay.
Yeah, Stitzel-Weller owns, I think, which is Diego.
Yeah, here we go.
Frenchie's
The same as Bullet. Bullet's the big one. That's the one I was. Yeah, there we go.
There we
you
go.
guys-
Hi.
Go with that.
That smile always lights the world, man.
Oh man,
I
she's
tell you
so-
what. Okay, so they own that and Blade and Bow. Okay, that makes sense. Because Stitzel-Weller has, their Solera method or whatever else for Blade and Bow.
1945. That's what this tastes like, Endo. It tastes super dusty. Oh my.
Oh yeah, you gotta love all the knowledge in chat here.
Let's see it.
Holy crud.
It's Diego.
All right, Eric wins the Google copy and paste reward.
Oh, that's funny.
That girl's nuts.
Yeah, that's always an interesting dynamic there, Dustin. Mm-hmm. Definitely the cutest, and she jumps on with us pretty much every time.
All the time.
We're chatting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she won't let me stream without giving an appearance.
Destined for the camera there, Darrell.
She's been nosing some whiskey.
Man,
What are you diving into next, Jeff? Is it
I'm still on this Peerless. I like it a lot. I'm kind of sad that we didn't actually get them now that I'm tasting it. But
I know, right?
It is not what I usually associate with Peerless. I typically get a little like peanut nuttiness even with the Peerless bourbons, but this one's mostly a little fruit forward even.
I will say this though, that their bourbons are all over the place as far as profiles.
Man.
Yeah.
Or single barrel stuff like that. I mean, there's not a consistent profile, and that's why they're doing single barrels, right? Because it's a single barrel, it can taste whatever it's going to taste like.
I'd almost say this one to the season is a caramel covered pear. So not like a caramel covered apple, but a caramel covered pear.
I had it.
Diageo. I knew it was something different, Hendo. Thank you. I was like, that's not right either. I knew I didn't say it right.
Yeah.
Diageo.
Oh, yeah. I can't pronunciate anything. I just go with the first person that says
Diego.
something.
But I knew it wasn't Diego.
Yeah, my eyes played tricks on me. I thought that there was an E and an I, but
Cheers, Zach. Welcome. Am I getting paid for that?
hey, baby, that'll be our first sponsor. There you go.
Oh, Blake.
Oh,
We need to
man.
get that man on channel with us too, for sure. We're gonna have to do a Blake Benson night for sure.
Yeah, Blake, whenever you want to come over. Got a spot right here. No, this Peerless was really good. One of the better Peerless bourbons I've had, and that's like depressing to say, knowing the story behind it. But glad I got the chance to taste it. So thank you, Hendo, and thank you, Popham.
What's up, Shane?
Still think that's awesome that he like found those. Like we just happen to have someone in the area to find those. What a crazy story.
Sitting on the shelf, right?
Shane, are you on tonight for Blendageddon, the Frankenstein blend? I think he's. I thought I remember seeing his name on that bracket tonight, but I could have been wrong. It could have been the other side.
I think Big Vic's going. Oh wait, Chitty's going. Adam Dorman.
Maybe I was on the other side of it.
Should be fun.
All types of plugs tonight. Free branding for everybody. This is audition time for a sponsor, right?
Exactly.
Just gonna be throwing them all out there.
I see how it is, Shane.
Man, I don't get a lot of rum on this Bardstown collab. Did you get a lot of rum notes on it when you tasted it?
We had that.
Bardstown.
Well, I had that Forest of the Park.
Which Bardstown collab?
The plantation.
The plantation rum finished one.
Oh, the rum finish one. Yeah. What are you getting off of that one?
I'm not getting a lot of rum notes on it.
Oh, I remember it mostly being front palate, where I was getting almost
Like,
an almond sweetness, like an almond paste even.
I can get that, but even on the nose, I can't get a ton of notes. But then again, I'm drinking it out of a Kinsey, but still, I should be able to get some.
I was going to go with the Devil's River next, but then I noticed 130%, not 130 proof, 130%. So I need to not drink this one before I drink the Deanston. So I'll go with the Deanston.
We didn't let Darrell do the bracket for a reason. There was all that math numbers in there.
You know what, guys?
And he sells cars for a living, so you know he's making up numbers all the time. What are you talking about?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm curious. Are you pouring mine, or did you switch? Sorry.
I'm gonna go with the Deanston first here.
Okay.
I've been excited to get more into scotches here. I've got a bunch of scotch samples that I've been ignoring. I just don't. As much as I like scotch, it's not my craving. It's not like my go-to move. It's the dessert flavors mostly of the bourbons that are the thing that draws me in. But then when I drink scotch, I'm always like, why don't I drink this more often? And then I don't drink it anymore.
Dude, the cash strengths for me. Oh my god. Cash strength scotch and Irish whiskey are where it's at. I don't know if Stacy's in here, man, but she sent me, oh my god, some absolute banger stuff. Like just, I forgot one. I know it was by Two Stacks, but I've never even heard of them prior to her sending me one. And it was an Irish whiskey. It's, oh god, I don't even know if I put some of the Redbreast over that and the 27. Like that bottle that she sent me was absolutely phenomenal.
What was the name of it?
It was made by Two Stacks. Next time she's in chat, just message her about it. She picked up another one that was like a apple finish or something, or barrel finished Two Stacks. But whatever one she sent me was some of the best stuff I've tasted, man, this year. Like, oh god, just ridiculous.
This one's actually really fun to follow up with here. This Deanston is like all salty and brine up front for me right now on the nose. So it's like when you follow up something sweet with something salty.
I jumped into a Wild Turkey's Master Keep, which I haven't had. I had this forever too to sample. The Oloroso Sherry Cask finish.
Yeah, I haven't tasted that one yet.
Yeah, 12 to 15-year-old, it says on the label. It's pretty good.
I'm not very impressed with this, guys, to be honest with you.
What is that?
The Bardstown collab?
The Bardstown.
Sorry, I keep thinking rum.
I was so happy to taste that with my tickets. I think I bought 3 pours of it. Turned in 3 tickets for a pour of that. But then I was like, That was my fill. I'm not going to buy that one again. Like, that was kind of
Yeah,
it.
it was,
Yeah, it's all right. Just wait till you try the the Grandeur, which is
that's
rum.
what I'm pouring next, man.
Hey, good luck, Adam. I think you're tonight. I think
Yeah, he
Adam's
is
week
tonight.
one.
There she is. She's in chat now.
Hey, ears are burning.
Yeah, we were
Yes.
discussing what bottle it was that you sample you sent him.
Stacy, yeah.
You
Can you
lurker.
let chat, or can you put it in chat? The 2 Stacks bottle or sample that you gave me. Can you let us know what it was? I was telling these guys how ridiculously good it was. Probably some of the best stuff I've tasted, honestly, this year. Or not even this year, just in general.
I agree. I'm enjoying this sample quite a bit. Doesn't blow me away or anything, but just baseline, really good.
All right, Darrell, I'm pouring this.
Take a sip of water.
I did.
Yeah, first
Grander's
sip's probably
13
going to be
year.
slightly diluted from that, but your second sip, your eyes are probably going to light up.
Oh, the nose is delicious already. I can tell that's what rum is supposed to smell like.
There you go, guys. So 2 Stacks, 11-year single grain, finished in California Madeira.
Oh my god, that sounds delicious, dude.
So good.
Casey, send me a message. I'll do a sample swap with you. I'd love to taste that.
So for everyone joining late, just to do a quick plug, but the 3 of us are doing a little Sweet 16 tournament of bottles that we co-own and have procured via Whiskey Friends. So go back through the video later if you want to join. Let me know. But we'll do a bottle giveaway at the end of it for whoever wins it, or whoever ties. We'll do some random wheel spin or something. Hey, there's OH again.
It's
IO. I can't help myself. Ooh, wow. Able to do a barrel pick of 99% corn from barrel this weekend, which was awesome. 99% corn. What's the other 1%?
Barley.
Malted barley, I suppose, but
Yeah, that's what I
corn
was.
whiskey. Man.
Yeah, it's weird. I was going to say Canadian, but Canadian's usually 100%, right?
I don't know. Top Dog picked it, so now I'm interested.
Get a nice
All
shot.
right, I think this is the answer you were looking for.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, talking about the Blennigan brackets. Jason sent that out on Patreon today. If you just check his Patreon, they'll have the brackets there broken down.
Oh,
for
I
you.
got to look at that, actually. I like
All
this
right.
Macy's too.
Dustin, I need you to introduce me to some good scotches, and I'll get you some sherry finish new riff. That'll be the deal.
Dude, Darrell, what the F, man?
Which one you getting into, Kelsey? I think I missed that.
The Grander 13-year toasted rum,
Mm-hmm.
127.8. It drinks like barely
Yeah.
over 100, man. It's some really, really good.
Take
Yep.
a few more sips, because I remember it being like,
Oh, it's strong.
yeah. But yeah, if you guys, they make some really good stuff. Panamanian rum. I've been a sucker
Okay.
for Foursquare, which is obviously Barbados stuff.
Yeah.
But this was like the only thing that I found to really compete with some barrel-proof Foursquare, man. Like this
Where
was
are you
probably
getting that stuff, man?
This was at a local store in
Yeah,
Mass.
they're picks.
Gallenstein?
They're
Dude,
picks. No,
yeah,
his is
you're gonna
something different. His is something different. Yeah, or
Okay.
a different pick.
Yeah, mine's from Redstone.
Can't find that stuff anywhere, man. You should have told me about that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, I
those
bought
two-
this one after I tried his because I saw it on the shelf. I was like, oh, that's what that is.
There you go.
I'll take that.
Man, you're right, Darrell. After the second step, I can feel more of the heat
Yeah,
on
it drinks hot, but like it's just
It's full of flavor.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd I see the blended? I guess Patreon, right?
Yeah, it was Patreon.
That's probably where he posted it. I don't think he
Yeah.
posted. I think he posted it on Facebook.
I don't know if
Maybe.
he did on Facebook, but I know he did in his Patreon because I got an email and clicked on that. Okay. I didn't know that light whiskey was 90%, 99% corn.
Man, I saw the mash bills on some of the oh, what's the brand I'm looking for? Shoot, what's the Bull Run. I don't think it was
Bull Run.
99% corn though. I think it was like 88% corn or 88 or 92.
It's the third one I'm diving into. A little Old Forester single barrel proof
Well, we
from
got
Lock and Key.
time check, guys. We got like 9 minutes left. We'll turn it over to Jason after that.
Yeah, it's enough for me to dive into this and see how this one goes.
This is enough for me to die because I'm about to drink something that's 130%.
Yeah, it
Oh,
doesn't
no, it's
taste like
not.
130.
It doesn't drink like 130%. Okay, that works.
Nah.
Hey, as long as it doesn't drink like the
65% ish.
I like that Deanston though.
man, this just keeps
I know.
getting better
We need
and
to hang
better
out
on
more,
the nose.
Dustin.
Oh, jeez, Louise, that's good on the nose, man.
Ooh, Party Source. Hey, party. If you like it, let me know. Apparently, I can go down to Party Source and get you some.
What is that, Grindr?
Yeah.
Hey, get me one. I want one. That's a good one, man.
Is it a toasted? I don't know if they're all toasted from them, but
Man, Top Dog, you've been busy. Now, these Penelope Architect picks, I am incredibly interested in.
Eagle Ramp.
I just saw one on Sealbach for the first time today, and I haven't opened up. What do they call them? Build 3. I haven't opened this one up yet, but I loved Build 1. Have you guys gotten into these? Actually, do you guys know? Have you guys gotten into these?
I did.
I
Yeah,
have
I got
one somewhere.
You got one?
Well, I've tasted 1 and 2. I own 1. I liked 1 better than 2. 2 tend to be kind of flat to me on the palate. What's up, Trev? You nerd. But I'm really interested in the process of how they do those things because it's a completely different process than Broken Barrel or anybody else is doing on those type of things. And I'm also interested to see what kind of cooperages they're going to introduce as they continue the line to see where it goes.
All right, we're gonna see. Hey, if I fall over, we know who to blame.
Jason.
Alvarez's fault.
I fell.
I'm not sure I'd get back up from that scenario. Oh man! All right, walk me through again, Darrell. Devil's River.
Yeah, let me grab the bottle.
Who are
Texas whiskey.
The Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good Texas whiskey. Again, I did this to the
Like,
first
it's-
one where I had
it's
to like
the-
pause.
It's the only Texas whiskey from them that I would ever liked from them. Their normal stuff is straight up trash to me, but those picks were good.
These picks are really good.
Would
Yeah.
you think that's Texas stuff?
I would think it was Texas, yes.
Really?
I would.
You would?
Yes.
I would-
100%.
I wouldn't guess Texas because I like it. So that would discount most
They
Texas
still-
whiskeys,
It
other
still
than
has
Iron Root.
it still has that char to me that Texas comes across
Mm-hmm.
on the flavor palette. Now I could be convinced that it could be like a oh Jesus, my brain just went blank. French oak, but man, there's just something about Texas whiskey that most of them I don't like. There's very few. Still Austin was one that I liked. That's a Texas whiskey. Nancy Fraley did that one, so. Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely, we're going to go live. I've been asking that for a year, dude. You've been putting it off.
Where's my invite, Trev? Jeez.
We're not cool enough.
I see how it is, man. Man.
We've got 5 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about for next week? You want to?
Oh, don't know yet. So we have had people that have reached out and said that they'll send us some blind flights and do what Todd did for us, and what we've been doing all summer. So we'll schedule those things as they come, but next week, I guess, might be the kickoff of the bracket, pending the timing of some hand deliveries.
Sweet.
Yeah, so still a blind tasting regardless.
Yeah.
No, I haven't ever. That sounds really good though. If it's that good on the on what I'm tasting, just the rum. I can't imagine the rum finished in rye whiskey barrels.
We crushed one of those. So there was I got one of those from same store as that one, and I was actually using it and blending with it and making some not smoothies, but ices type of things with it on vacation. And then everybody was having a good night, and they didn't quite realize why, since it's 125 proof. But
Jeff's been holding out on us, bro.
I think I sent you samples of that one. I'm pretty sure. I'd be surprised.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh,
He's been holding out on us.
Dustin, have you tried any of these though?
This one, Dustin, I disagree. Like it's called it's called candy cane, and it is sweet and it is minty and it is exactly what she labeled it, and it is really good.
Yeah, likewise.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's not like any other Texas whiskey that you're gonna taste. I promise you.
It's Irene too, man. Her palate is just second to none. Like the picks that she does are just insane.
Yeah, it's by far some of the better Texas whiskey that I've ever tasted.
All right. Man, Windows pulled up some BS weather thing on me here.
Uh-oh.
I know, I can't get to chat. Oh, man. I think it actually froze. Well, that's a bummer. I still have the most important buttons, but can't highlight too many other things in chat here.
Eric the Barbarian says we all say hand deliveries like anyone believes it.
I know, right? Hey, you're the lawyer. I said what I said.
They get hand delivered by somebody.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So it's still a true statement. Just may or may not be us.
Top shelf, it is this particular one he's talking about is Devil's River. I will say this, don't go taste their regular stuff. It's not going to be the same. It doesn't taste anything like this pick, but it's that particular pick.
Can you soul me? Blake's has a big question mark about the bottle. I don't know if you can kind of pick it up in here. This isn't the one that Jeff's tasting. This is the other pick that she did called Caramel Fudge. But same bottle, just different proof. But both of these are absolutely delicious, and they're like $50 or $40, something really cheap. Bourbon knows about these. We were at the tasting when I grabbed these.
Yeah, exactly, Blake. Devil's River. Yeah.
I agree. Now, I don't know if anything other than these picks are good, right? Like, is it one of those places where just the picks are good? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
But this is really good.
But those two are really good.
All right. Well, 8:59, guys. I think it's time to sign off.
All right, man.
Kelsey, why don't you kick us off here?
Good to see you guys tonight. Thanks for hanging out. You can find me at on Facebook and Instagram at Kelsey Dime. And we'll see you back here in the Risky Riffs Lounge with you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out.
Likewise, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. This is just it's what we've been doing for a long time, and it's fun to kind of have you guys kind of join in on the whole progression of it, and just I'm just kind of anxious to see where it goes. Got a couple things in the works that should be fun in the next few weeks. But other than that, you can follow me on IG. My YouTube's not there yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but at the Whiskey on IG. Maybe one of these days for YouTube. But yeah, man. After this, just tune in. Blendageddon starts today. I can't wait. I'm going to be switching over as soon as we wrap up.
Absolutely.
All right. So everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Go over, check out Mash and Drum. Let's see Blendageddon. I've got a sample here that I'm going to be sipping on tonight too from one of the entries. But just to sign off here, whiskey friends, you get what you give. So be generous, share. Man, I love my whiskey friends. So until later, we'll see you next week. Goodbye, whiskey friends.
See you guys.